This is Cicero in Catilinam Oratio Prima, chapter 9, part 2. And Cicero says, Quam abrem, ut saepe dixi, proficiscere, ac, si mihi inimico, ut praedicas, tuo conflare vis invidiam, recta perge in exilium. Vix feram sermones hominum siit feceris, vix molem istius invidiae, si in exilium iussu consulis ieris sustinebo. Sin autem servire meae laudi et gloriae mavis, egredere cum inportuna sceleratorum manu, conferte ad manlium, concita perditos cives, secerne te abonis, infer patrae bellum, exulta impio latrocinio, ut a me non ejectus ad alienos, sed invitatus ad tuos isse videaris. So, quam abrem, on account of which thing, or because of which thing, or you could even just say, therefore. Ut saepe dixi, ut plus the indicative, as I have often already said. Proficiscere, and that is the imperative, because it's a deponent verb, so it looks like a normie infinitive. But remember that deponents are passive in form, active in meaning. So set out, depart, leave. Ac, emphatic et, so souped up and also, then we're interrupted by si mihi inimico, if mihi inimico, and that's dative to me, an enemy, with inimico agreeing with mihi. Ut praedicas, another ut plus the indicative. It's like a parenthetical aside. As you say, as you've said before, praedicas means to say beforehand. As you say beforehand, as you have already said. You've already called me your enemy before. You've said it before. Tuo conflare vis. Tuo, your enemy. Tuo agrees with inimico. To me, your enemy. Conflare. Infinitive, it means to flare up. Like, think of a bellows with a fire. You blow on the fire and the fire flares up. It means to flare up, to inflame. Vis, the second person singular of volo, velle, so you wish. If you wish to flare up, to inflame, to make stronger, and the direct object of that is invidiam. And notice that that's delayed, that we save that for the end, and that's an emphatic position. If you wish to flare up, what does he want to flare up? There's that invidiam. And as from the previous selection, invidia, that's that looking too closely at something. It's that feeling of being watched, that people are watching you, they're looking at you, they're really scrutinizing you, and they're really staring at you, and they're giving you the evil eye. Because it's not just that they're looking at you, it's like they find something wrong or off about you. And they've picked up on that, and they're looking at it, and they're like, oh gosh, look at that guy. Oh wow. What is that? I'm so glad that I'm not that guy. It's that feeling that it's being put upon you. Like if everyone in a public place is looking at you, and you know that they're all thinking, "Ew, look at that guy." So that's invidia. It's also translated as envy, so jealousy. But it really means, especially in this place, unpopularity or ill will. It's not looking kindly upon someone. So that if you wish to flare up unpopularity, ill will upon me, and that takes the dative mihi, on me, and the appositive inimico to us, your enemy, and you've called me that, ut praedicas, as you have said before, you've called me your enemy previously. I'm quoting you, dude. You've called me your inimicos. And if you want to flare up this unpopularity, if you want create that tempestos, that storm of unpopularity that's going to be over my head, then you should recta perge in exilium. You should recta straight away, directly. You should go immediately, without hesitation, perge, another imperative, go off into exile. Immediately go into exile. If you want to hurt me, leave. Because if you leave, everyone will say, "Oh no, poor Catiline. Cicero was so unfair and mean to him." The next part is extremely sarcastic, is the weeks. Oh, scarcely. Oh my gosh. Hardly feram, future of Pharaoh. Hardly will I bear, will I endure the sermones hominum siid feceris. Oh my gosh, siid feceris. If you will have done this, that's the future perfect. Remember, Latin's more exact in its tenses than English is. Feram is future. Sustinebo is also future. Notice that the verbs that go with the C's, the conditionals, the protices, feceris and ieris, are future perfects because technically those actions will have already happened by the time the futures feram and sustinebo happen. So scarcely, hardly, oh my gosh, the struggle is going to be so real to endure the speeches, the talk, the chatter of people, the way people sermo, they talk, they chatter, sermo sermonis. A sermon is a talk. It's a folksy kind of talk, like a fireside chat. Conversations of people, the way people chatter. If you will have done this. So if you do this. Oh, if you do this, scarcely will I endure the speeches of men, what people will say about me. Weeks, we repeat it again because we're really laying the sarcasm on thick. Oh, scarcely weeks. Molem, istius, invidiae. Oh, a mole, as you know from chemistry, is just a unit of measurement or weight that stands in for something else. And the Latin molus means it's a heaping pile of something. It's usually in a pejorative sense. It's a big mass, a big pile of something. So it's this heaping pile of mass, and when I say heaping pile of something, you should think of excrement or crap. Scarcely sustinebo will I endure this heaping pile of this invidiae. Oh my gosh. So much unpopularity is just going to weigh down on me. Oh my gosh, I won't be able to bear it. Sustinebo. I won't be able to hold myself up. My shoulders will become stooped with all this invidiae. Si in exilium iussu consulis ieris, if you will have gone into exile, iussu, at the order of the consul, because of the order of the consul. Oh no, if you will have gone into self-banishment because the consul told you so. Wow. People are going to say, that consul's really mean, and I'm not going to be able to stand that. Oh, scarcely will I do it. The struggle will be so real. What will I do? What will I do? Sin autem servire meae laudi et gloriae mavis. Sin is but if, and it's the alternate option to all the other C's. If you do this, then this is going to happen. But if, and the autem emphasizes that, but if mavis, which is the second person singular of malo, male, malui, to prefer. It's magis volo, to wish more, prefer. But if you would rather prefer to servire, the complementary infinitive servire, to serve, go even further here, because we're trying to make him mad. We're trying to make Catiline so mad that he rage quits and he just leaves the Senate. So go ahead and bring out the slave. Like, it would be extremely insulting to call a member of one of Rome's oldest aristocratic houses a slave. We've already called him that a couple times, said that his behavior is no better than that of a mere slave. We've talked about how slaves are actually better and more rational than Catiline is. So go ahead and bring out the slave thing because it's designed to make Catiline angry. But if you would rather prefer to be a slave, and it takes the dative, to meae laudi, to my praise and my glory, but if you want to help me win, then you should egredere cum inportuna sceleratorum manu. You should leave with the inopportune, evil, bad, manu, band. Remember, a handful of dudes. Leave with your evil handful of sceleratorum wicked doers. Your evil handful of wicked doers, your evil band of wicked doers, scelerator, a wickeder, a criminal. Oh, your evil band of criminals. Conflare ad manlium, betake thyself, go to Manlius. So go to your camps, go to your illegal castra in Etruria. Conquita, all of these are imperatives. Conquita, rouse up the lost citizens, the citizens who are lost, they're losers. Soi un perditor. Secerne te abonis, sever thyself. Remove yourself, separate yourself from the good, from good people. Remove yourself from good, honest people. You might infect them. Infer patriae bellum. Declare bellum, war upon your dative patriae, declare war upon your homeland. Exulta, exult, be happy in your impio, your godless, your ungodly, latrocinio, from latrocinium. A latro is a bandit. So this is brigandage, banditry. We've already said that he should infer bellum patriae. He should declare war upon his homeland. But now we're going to shift from calling what Catiline's doing a real proper war to latrocinium, to just mere banditry, to mere brigandage. Like he's a common highwayman. He's a robber. So we're going to play off this. We're going to see bellum contrasted with latrocinium in the next couple of parts, where, you know what, Catiline and his friends, they're just not offering a real fight. Like, they're just not actually that big of a threat. Really, what they're doing is just, it's just theft. It's just robbery. Like, this is not a conspiracy to overthrow the Republic. Wait, we should not give it the worth that it's not due. Like it doesn't deserve such a naming as a conspiracy to overthrow the Republic. This is not a war in the sense of the way real men wage war. This is what boys do. This is banditry. It's just petty thievery. That's what Catiline's doing. Latrocinium. So exult in your godless banditry, your ungodly petty banditry. Ut a me non ejectus ad alienos sed invitatus. Ejectus corresponds to invitatus. Ut, so that videaris, you seem to not be ejectus, from ejacio, to be thrown out by me to ad alienos, to foreigners, to strangers, to people who they don't hold our values. They're not us, the other. You know, we're always scared of the other, the foreigners. Ooh, the scary people, the outsiders. You're going to leave, betake yourself, go away to Manlius and do all that bad stuff, so that you seem to not be thrown out by me to foreigners. That's like not like I'm casting you out of the city and you're being forced to go pick up a new life in foreign lands. Oh no. You said invitatus. No, you are being invited ad tuos, to your own, to your friends, to your bros, your homies. But you're being invited to go to your homies. You seem to have gone invited to your friends. You're joining your conspiratorial bandit friends in your illegal camp to wage, we could call it bellum, but, you know, let's just call it highway robbery against the Republic.